ชอบชั่วดีก่อนจะนอนสวดมนต์อ้อนวอนทุกทีขอกุศลบุญบารมีส่งเสริมครูนี้ให้ร่มเย็น
ครูมีบุญคุณจะต้องเทิดทูนเอาไว้เนื้อกล้าวท่านสั่งสอนเราอบรมให้เราไม่เว้นท่านอุทิศให้คิดถึงความยากเย็นสอนให้รู้ชัดเจนเฝ้าแนบเฝ้าเน้นมิได้อำพรางพระคุณที่สร้างงดงามแจ่มใสแต่ว่าใครเนาะใครเปรียบเลยครูไว้ว่าเป็นเรือจาง
ถ้าหากจะคิดยิ่งเห็นว่าผิดทาง
มีใครไหนบ้าง
แนะนำแนวทางอย่างครูบุญเคยทำมาตั้งแต่บางใดเรายกให้ท่านตั้งใจนักรักเคารพคุณท่านและตัญญูโรคและภัยอย่ามาแผ่วพรานคุณครูขอกุศลผลบุญคำชูให้ครูมีสุขชั่วนิรันดรพระคุณที่สร้างงดงามแจ่มใสแต่ว่าใครเนาะใครเปรียบเลยครูไว้ว่าเป็นเรือจางถ้าหากจะคิดยิ่งเห็นว่าผิดทาง
มีใครไหนบ้าง
แนะนำแนวทางอย่างครูบุญเคยทำมาตั้งแต่บางใดเรายกให้ท่านตั้งใจรักเคารพคุณท่านและตัญญูโรคและภัยอย่ามาแผ่วพรานคุณครูขอกุศลผลบุญคำชูให้ครูมีสุขชั่วนิรันดรให้ครูมีสุขชั่วนิรันดร
As I sat down to write this speech, I wasn't too sure if I'd be seeing everyone's faces or not, and despite how glad I'd be to be able to, it's a lot nicer to not have a massive audience staring me down as I deliver it, but my classmates and a camera instead. I'm Daniel, and I'm one of this year's graduates. I've been at NIST since I was 6. For the past 12 years, as I've grown, matured, and seen friends come and go, so have the rest of my classmates. In fact, we've all been doing it together. Everyone here has known each other for at least 2 years, give or take. And the nice thing about that is I feel like I have a good grasp on the year as a whole. As much as there's petty infighting and squabbles, I know that after this ceremony, when we're all going our separate ways, I'll have a network of friends and people who will always be there for me. That kind of kinship and familiarity is almost familial in nature. We've been stuck together, bearing the weight of the IBO on our collective shoulders, so of course we're all bonded together. Even though some of us may fall out of touch or weren't ever super close, we all know that there's bound to be someone to fall back on when the going gets tough. One of the analogies that I've heard about the IB is that it's pretty much 2 years of treading water. I don't know when the last time you treaded water was, but I think there's a lot less in common between the two than you might think. There's no goal in treading water. For me, and I'm sure for most of my classmates, the ultimate goal has been today, graduation day. All you do in treading water is try and stay afloat until someone comes for you. The IB isn't like treading water. It's like swimming upstream, constantly pushed back by the current, but with an end game. If you falter and need to recover, it's not over. You don't sink. You get picked up by the people around you, and you keep on swimming. Some people may need to put a last burst of energy in right at the end, but we all make our own time. And now, we've done it. We've made it to the end of the river, the top of the mountain, which as it turns out was closer than we originally thought, and I think that anyone who's able to make that journey deserves a round of applause. But we're not the only ones that should be recognized. So, to the many teachers that helped us and gave us refuge as we battled against the currents, the family members and mentors who acted as emergency life vests, the secondary leadership team, even the people who were there around school to just smile and say hi when we were having bad days. Thank you to all of you as well. Without you, we never would have made it to where we are now. Be it through a screen or sitting in an audience, we've been blessed with hundreds of people that are there to support us. So thank you all. Now, I'm not a quote person, but I thought I'd end on a quote from Matt Healy, someone who's managed to define some experiences that I've had for the past 2 years. We don't have a blueprint for what we do at all, so it's always changing, and it's inherently graced with fear. I'm rubbish with quotes. I never know where all the smart people of the world get this endless list of inspiring words, but this one speaks to me because of how uncertain the world we are in is. The past few months, while we all could have lost hope and become tenuous in our forced isolation, the NIST community has grown stronger and more resilient. As we become unfettered and released out to spread across the globe, we have the opportunity to do real good, like the student-organized ribbons we wear in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. With what I know of the group of people here today to celebrate, progress will surely come about. So move out into the world, the ever-changing landscape of the society we live in, and flourish. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I introduce you to the NIST graduating class of 2020. Thank you very much. We'll now hear the first of today's musical performances, Chosen Family by Rina Sawayama, performed by myself, Gift, Schwinn, and Arisht.
Tell me your stories and I'll tell you mine. I'm all ears, take your time, we got all night. Show me the rivers crossed, the mountains scaled. Show me who made you walk all the way here. Ooh, settle down, put your bags down. Ooh, you're all right now. We don't need to be related to relate. We don't need to share genes or surname. You are my chosen family. So what if we don't look the same? We've been going through the same thing, yeah. You are my chosen family. Hand me a pen and I'll rewrite the pain. When you're ready, we'll turn the page together. Open the bottle, it's time we celebrate who you were, who you are. We're one and the same, yeah. We don't need to be related to relate. We don't need to share genes or a surname. You are my chosen family. So what if we don't look the same? We've been going through the same thing, yeah. You are my chosen family. I chose you, you chose me. I chosen family. I chose you, you chose me. We're all right now. We don't need to be related to relate. We don't need to share genes or surname. You are my chosen family. So what if we don't look the same? We've been going through the same pain, yeah. You are my chosen family. Share genes or surname. You are my chosen family. Yeah, you are my chosen family.
First, I'd just like to start by saying what a beautiful performance, and thank you for sharing that with us. So here we are, just delighted to be here on campus and to be with all of you today. You know, a week ago, this did not seem at all likely or possible, and it's just so important that we've been able to come together to recognise your time in the school. And I know it is very different to what you probably envisaged and expected and hoped for. But for me, I think this day will be even more memorable than other graduations that have gone before, because it's such a contrast today, the feelings, the emotions that we have today, to what we've been feeling these past few months. To our parents who are at home watching today, I would like to just thank you for your support throughout your child's time at the school. I know you really wanted to be here today, and what I want to reassure you is there's great energy in the room, and we will do our very best to honour your children today. Not being here, obviously, is a reflection of the sacrifice that so many people have made in these past months. I would like to welcome two special guests. I'd like to start by welcoming our chair of the NIST Executive Board, Kun Prab. His presence here today is a reflection of his dedication and investment to the school. I would also like to welcome our guest speaker, KK. Welcome back to NIST. It's wonderful to have you here, and thank you for your contribution today. As I look back on the speeches I've given in my time here at NIST at graduation, there's a certain pattern to the speeches. They start out by me telling the students just how proud I am of them. But of course, you already know that. The next part of the speech goes on to talk about the school's values, and my hope that when you leave NIST, you'll continue to live by these values. But you've lived by these your whole time here, so there's no need to say that. And the final piece I say to students is it's a call to action. Leverage your NIST education to make a difference in the world when you go out. But you're already doing that too. You've shown us that through your action here at NIST, through your social entrepreneurship projects, through your service projects, and your commitment to social justice. So rather than stand here today and tell you all those things that you're already doing or already know, I'm instead going to step aside. Because I think what you need more than anything is for your voice to be heard. So I'm going to invite a member of the Year 13 class to stage to give us a speech that will remind us of our responsibility, but it's also a message of hope. Would you please join me in welcoming Safi to the stage?
Dear class of 2020, I should begin by saying congratulations. If you had asked me about a week ago where I would be right at this moment, I would have never imagined being here on stage in front of all of you. We have had the remarkable opportunity to come together, and I believe it's important that we don't take this day for granted. In the context of what has been happening over the past 2 weeks, some students have made the choice to stand united for the Black Lives Matter movement after the brutal murder of yet another Black person. Dear audience, you might have noticed through your screens the colorful Kente ribbons proudly worn by our students who have made the choice to acknowledge the importance and value of Black people and culture and celebrate diversity on this very special day of graduation. Students, take a few seconds to look around you. While it might be difficult to see this through the ocean of blue caps and gowns, amongst this graduating class of 2020 are sitting the future artists, the future business owners, politicians, film directors, teachers, lawyers, doctors, and so many more influencers waiting to impact the world. Think about it. We are the next change makers of our generation that have been trusted with reshaping the world we currently live in. No pressure. Before we walk through the doors of this school one last time, we should think about the values that we are taught to live by and respect here at NIST, and that hopefully we will be capable of incorporating into the society. Caring. We are all getting ready to leave this place we have called home for so many years. Some of you will be attending university surrounded by people who look very much like you. Don't forget to look around. You will realize how much you can learn by being just a little bit more quiet. Find the others, listen to them, and use your voice to empower those who need it. Don't call yourself an ally. Be one. And on the other hand, some of you might land somewhere where no one else looks like you. And trust me, I know. I know how hard it is to feel like you don't belong. But remember this. If you ever feel like you never get a chance to say what you think, and that your voice is unfairly drowned out, take the mic. Make them hear you. Your voice matters, and you have no time to waste on waiting for the world to give your chance to speak up. Community. Never underestimate the power of the collective. We are all bearing witness to the state of the world, to what can happen when people work together to fight an unjust system designed to undermine people who've been tucked behind the margin, kept away from the rest of the page. Integrity and growth. I'm not telling you that this will be easy. Please do not think you're immune to mistakes. You will make mistakes, and that's okay. But we are all responsible for holding ourselves accountable and grow to become what we aspire to be. Check yourself. If someone says that they have taken offense to your speech and your action, reflect. You can't always be aware of how certain words are going to affect someone that has a really different experience than you. So listen to them. Never stop listening. Don't stop learning. Recognize harmful behaviors in yourself first and within the others, and speak up. It may not always look like it, but dear class of 2020, we are so powerful. Everything we say, everything we do has the power to affect someone's life in a good or a bad way. Aspire to always put this power to good use. We have to keep looking out for each other. Remain passionate about what we believe in. Choose to celebrate diversity in every aspect of your life. And please, I urge you, use this global momentum to advocate for the change we all need to see. And congratulations. Thank you.
Safi, thank you for speaking today. I think through my time here at NIST, I've often struggled to find the right words at the right time. And today you found those words, not only for me, but I think for our community. So thank you. It is clear from the words you shared with us today that there's much to change in the world. However, we know that that needs to start here at NIST, and I just want to acknowledge that based on our conversations. Today marks an important milestone for all of you, and something special happens at the end of the ceremony. You move from being students and you move into adulthood, and that's a really exciting time in life. You move from being Year 13 students to being NIST alumni, and you join this very special group in the school. So while there's a great deal of change and a great deal of excitement, there is one constant. And that constant is that you remain connected to this community. At NIST, we're a little bit like your proud parents. We continue to follow what you do, and we watch on with great pride as you succeed in life. And as you can see from KK being here today, we do really remain connected. And one day, one of you will be back here delivering a speech to a future class. I want to wish you all the very best luck in life and all the success you could possibly have. And I want to finish with a quote. As Daniel mentioned, it's important to finish with a quote. And in the words of a great NIST leader, I will say, "We are all responsible for holding ourselves accountable and grow to what we aspire to be." Good luck. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sophia Best, and it's an honor to speak on behalf of the NIST International School Class of 2020. We are about to embark on a new journey into our lives, a journey into the unknown that breaks open the bubble of protection that NIST has charmed us with. A journey that propels us to venture into the realm of adulthood, permitting the exploration and discovery of our ambitions, aspirations, and our most cherished desires. Just as we are ready to close this pivotal chapter in our lives, we were forced to witness one of the most unprecedented, historic circumstances and are still in the midst of it as I speak. Yet, even so, here we are, improvising, integrating our creative minds, and trying to make the best of our situation. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is life. One of the most indelible moments of a graduation ceremony is being able to listen to the wise words of a guest speaker, delivering their insights and guidance on this very remarkable day. Our guest speaker is an exceptional example of someone utilizing their talents and expertise to overcome troublesome circumstances. With this in mind, I would like to give a small introduction to Mr. Kriyan Krai Pipit Valaikul. Kriyan Krai, also referred to as KK, is from Bangkok and similarly to us, was a graduate from NIST International School in 2008. After NIST, he attended Chulalongkorn University to study Information and Communication Engineering. During his time at Chulalongkorn University, the tragic flooding in Nakhon Ratchasima, Thailand had transpired, yet it motivated KK to rise to action. He invented an app called Terra that displays an overview of current matters and offers long-term predictions on how a natural disaster may escalate, thus allowing for the recruitment of rescue teams to send for aid to the locations provided. After his time at Chulalongkorn University, he then went on to study his Master's of Business Administration at the University of Cambridge. KK has been involved in several projects since. Some of his most notable works involved being a former Microsoft Student Partners Manager at Microsoft, and he is also the co-founder and CEO of the Bangkok Management Group, which strives to provide enterprise digital transportation in order for businesses to remain zealous, passionate, and maintain their competitiveness in this modern day period. KK and his team had also developed what is referred to as a digital sensor that can be employed to measure the well-being of soil and offers alternative remedies for farmers that decreases the cost of fertilizers. All of what I've mentioned so far are only a few of the many accomplishments that KK has achieved. His mastery regarding the involvement of technology in solving an abundance of problems clearly demonstrates the endless opportunities we have in store in the generation of modern technology. His ingenuity, passion, artistry, imagination, and perseverance is an inspiration to us all. His character is everything that NIST stands for and teaches us to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Kriyan Krai Pipit Valaikul.
Hi. Graduating class of 2020 and parents who are quietly celebrating at home, I just want to say, congratulations, you've made it. You finally passed the Great Wall of IB, you've slain the dragon, and now sitting here on this auditorium at this very special graduation day, I must say you're very excited to celebrate all the things you have achieved, and at the same time, looking forward to the new challenges ahead. So I hope that I can come today to give you some insight or spoilers of what is to come ahead. I know that a lot of you here are facing a lot of frustration. You are going to have a great plan, great party, you're going to graduate soon, you're going to go head to your university, going to the campus, spend a year abroad, going to be amazing. And I'm sure that a lot of plans got crushed. And now you're beginning to sit back and wondering what's next. I'm sure you must be frustrated. But let me share my story as well. I was frustrated too. At 2008 graduation, I was frustrated because having got a very considerably high score at IB, I was aiming to graduate like you guys, and hopefully at this grade, head for Harvard, at least Yale, you know. But then my grandpapa, with his infinite wisdom, decided I should stay in Thai University instead. So you could imagine having great plans crushed. The only advantage I have to you guys is that I still get to do senior prank. So, plan crushed, went to Thai University, feeling lost for a year. What to do next? How do I go on? Can I compete? When I see on my Space page, for those of you who still know it, seeing all the friends posting their pages of their adventures outside while I remain here in Thailand. I feel that this was not the right place for me. I should be out somewhere. I was agonizing and lost for a year. And I can imagine a lot of you here have a lot of questions as well. So what's next? How to get on next? I was so frustrated. And I asked my grandpapa what to do. I complained to him, and you know, he said the most wise thing I've ever heard. He looked at me and asked me, "So you feel frustrated, ah? So frustrated, ah? So what you gonna do about it, ah? What are you going to do about it?" So I realized then, it's time to stop complaining. It's time to ask myself what to do next. So because I'm frustrated that this university that I'm in does not have a public speaking club where I can boost my leadership skill, presentation skill, I want to make my own club at university. So I founded a club. It was easy as that. Founded a club, affiliate Toastmasters, and 10 years later, if any one of you were to attend my university, you'll still find that club surviving today. Then 2011 came along. Thailand was flooded. Bangkok faced the worst flood in its years. Everyone was suffering. Like a good NIST I am, went out, earning my cash point outside NIST, was able to go and give food. And then one amazing thing happened. I went to a village. I want to give them food. They said, no, we already got a lot of food. How dare they? Here's my food to you. No place to keep. Go somewhere. Fine. So we decided to drove a little further, and we found another village, just only less than 30-minute drive. This second village barely have anything to eat. The flood was neck level. Everyone was walking underwater, and when I asked them, they only have one boiled egg to eat per day. So I begin to question, how can one village have so much, while another village did not have anything at all? It turns out that 3 days ago, there was a news coverage on this very village, and there was no coverage on the other one. Thai people want to help. The international stage wants to help. They just don't know where their help could be of use. And that is why I was so frustrated. I complained again, and I complained to my grandfather, and he said the same wise word, "What are you going to do about it?" And so I decided to gather a group of teams and say, okay, I'm learning computer engineering. Let's make a program. So we create our first platform in collaboration with Red Cross, a platform that tells where are the villages that need donation. We coded. We didn't learn much coding at school except Java. So we went online on YouTube and imagined the old days when YouTube was still on the young conception. Learning how to code, made it happen, published it, won Microsoft competition that year, got a lot of support, helped villages to receive donation. When I was at Cambridge, again, frustration, seeing a lot of blind friends at university facing trouble studying. So I decided that I don't need my grandfather to tell me a third time. Take an action, develop a camera on a glass that scans text and read for blind people. All these frustrations and all these ability to solve these problems, I wonder as well, where did it come from? And I realized that NIST has been secretly plant all these necessary seeds on making change to me ever since I'm here. all the necessary tool that is necessary for me to be able to lead change. If I can survive TOK, I can make any change I want. And so, as I look at all of you today, graduate class of 2020, I realize that I don't need to tell you all the secrets of how to succeed, because all your teachers and all the staff here has already secretly planned all the necessary raw materials and seed into you. And as I talk to the class of 2020, I already gained an insight that a lot of you already want to help society. So I won't need to convince you on that either. I would say this though, given that there's a new trend of quoting, famous quote, allow me to quote as well, but this time to quote from my favorite song, because I'm young. There was my favorite song that goes around something like this. A man asked God, God, do you care about the world? Do you care about us? You know, with all the inequalities, with all the racism, with the famine and all the injustices, do you really care about us? God said, of course I do. Then the man asked, then are you going to solve anything? Are you going to take any action? God said, I already did. How, Lord? How? I made you. I made you. So finally, graduating class of 2020, you got all the seed it needs. Now, my only thing that I can encourage you is to get frustrated. Be as mad as hell and won't take anything as normal anymore. The old normal is gone, and everyone keeps saying new normal. Now it's your turn to write what new normal is. And remember, be frustrated as hell, and with to close with the wise word of my grandfather, what are you going to do about it? Make that change. Thank you.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you've never been, but all the places you've seen slowly fade away. So I start a revolution from my bed, 'cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, the summertime's in blue. Stand up beside the fireplace and take that look from off your face. You ain't ever gonna burn my heart out. Take me to the place where you go, where nobody knows if it's night or day. Please don't put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band. We'll throw it all away. I'm gonna start a revolution from my bed, 'cause you said the brains I had went to my head. beside the fireplace and take that look from off your face. You ain't ever gonna burn my heart out. So Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as we're walking on by. Her soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. I heard you say. So Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as we're walking on by. My soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. I heard you say. So Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as she's walking on by. My soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. Don't look back in anger. I heard you say. At least not today.
Vera will attend the University of Manchester to study business administration. Cece has chosen to attend Maastricht University to follow studies in European public health. Ashna will attend the University of Pennsylvania to study politics, philosophy, and economics, and then would like to take up a career in diplomacy and law. Nimi will be attending the Hotel School, The Hague, in Amsterdam to study hospitality management, and in the future aspires to become a hotel owner. Kane has chosen to attend the University of Texas at Dallas to follow a course of study in business administration and will also be on the university soccer team. Josh will attend Tisch, New York University, to study dramatic writing, and Josh aspires to become a struggling screenwriter. Kana will attend Waseda University to follow a course in life science and biomedical science. Jenny has chosen to attend the University of British Columbia to study science in food, nutrition, and health. Max will be attending Leiden University College in the Netherlands to study Earth, Environment and Sustainability. Schwinn will be attending Stanford University to study Mathematical Computer Science. Belle will be attending Chulalongkorn University to study for a Bachelor of Arts in Language and Culture. Paul is currently in Bulgaria and next year will be taking a gap year. Bea will be taking a gap year to gain work experience in her family business and then will study business analytics the following year. Kevin will be following a course of study in computer science. Callum will be attending San Diego State University to study television, film, and new media production. Aditi has elected to attend the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland in order to study medicine and would love to work with Doctors Without Borders once she completes her studies. Gatti has chosen to attend Western University to study for a Bachelor in BMOS and Aviation. I would now like to invite Mr. Randy Moss to the stage so that he can introduce his homeroom advisory class.
Safi will study world politics at Leiden University in The Hague. She hopes to work with the UN and someday create her own organization. Min will study economics or political science at a university in South Korea. He hopes to make a positive impact on his world as a member of the Korean Parliament. Kat will study fine arts at a university in the Netherlands. She hopes to follow her creative drive. Shreya will study biology at a university in India. She plans to do volunteer work with nonprofit animal rescue and rehabilitation centers. She plans on being a voice for the voiceless. Nemo will study business innovation at the University of Texas in Austin. He hopes to become an entrepreneur. Allison will study comparative literature at King's College London. She hopes to include a career in writing and/or teaching. Kaide will study social sciences at the University of Tokyo in Japan. She wants to help people and have a positive impact on people's life while exploring her own creative identity. Noor will study film and television production at DePaul University in the U.S. She will pursue a career in directing and editing and plans to create films that will encourage viewers to think. Matteo will study archaeology at the University of Leiden in the Netherlands. He hopes to become the next Indiana Jones. Kabir will study bioengineering and bioinformatics at the University of California. He hopes to advance the world of genetics. Ruben is currently in Sweden. He will take a gap year, then study at a university in Sweden. He hopes to work with things he loves to do. Doogie will study music industry at Northeastern University in Boston. He hopes to have a creative career in music. Prem will study entertainment design at the Otis College of Art and Design in the U.S. She hopes to bring stories to life at Disney Animation. Memo will study chemical engineering at the University of British Columbia in Canada. He hopes to live life and be happy. Tahan will study physics at the University of Southampton. He plans to start a quantum computing company to understand more about the world of the very small. Oki will study liberal arts at the International Christian University in Japan. He plans to become an environmentalist. Ria will study musical theater at the American Music of Dramatic Arts in the U.S. She hopes to become a successful performing artist, but today is her birthday, and I think you all should join me in wishing her happy birthday. Mefam is currently in Bhutan. He will be studying computer science or information systems and technology. He'll be attending Pennsylvania State University and hopes to help make the world a better place.
Okay, thank you for that. Some wonderful messages there. You guys ready? Let's do this. Yeah. Adam plans to study global challenges at Leiden University in the Netherlands, and he hopes to complete a master's degree at the Graduate Institute of Geneva. Sophia plans to study elementary education at George Mason University in the US, and she wants to help inspire and create the minds of the future through teaching young children. Thanks. Cedric plans to study mechanical engineering at the University of Bath in the UK, and his goal is to go where life takes him. Kayla plans to study liberal arts at the University of Exeter in the UK. She's undecided about her future career, but she's looking forward to the future. Juliet plans to study hospitality management at the Hotel School The Hague, Amsterdam. She hopes to manage or start up a sustainable business in the hospitality industry. Arish plans to study economics at the University of Pennsylvania in the US, and he hopes to become an impact investor. Leo is currently in Sweden. Hi, Leo. Oh, sorry. And he plans to have a gap year, so good luck to Leo. Mana plans to study drama, applied theatre and education at the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama in the UK, and she hopes to pursue a career in theatre and education. Ryan plans to study pharmaceutical sciences at the University of Hong Kong, and then he eventually plans to do a degree in vet medicine. Tamami plans to study liberal arts at the Sophia University in Japan, and she hopes to discover her future career whilst enjoying herself. Simon plans to study cognitive science, machine learning, and neurocomputation at the University of California, San Diego, and he wants to be the next Paul Cooper. Andrew plans to study business administration at Boston University, and he hopes to become a successful entrepreneur. Rio plans to study communication and multimedia design at the Hague University of Applied Sciences, and he hopes to work as a user experience designer. Hibiki is currently in Japan. Hi, Hibiki. And she plans to study health sciences at the University of Sydney, Australia, and then she hopes to work in hospitals helping people. Ranveer plans to study business administration at the University of Southern California in Los Angeles, and he hopes to make those that he loves proud and happy of him. Pam Pam plans to study architectural design at Chulalongkorn University in Thailand, and she hopes to become a successful designer. And finally, Maisie plans to study geography and environmental studies at McGill University in Canada, and she hopes to continue her advocacy for marine conservation and environmental sustainability. Well done, you guys. Thank you. I'd like to invite Miss Rucci to come onto the stage to introduce her advisory class. Thank you.
Pan is going to study business administration at Simon Fraser University in Canada, and then hopes to join family business or own business relating to marketing. Hannah plans on studying world politics at the Leiden University College in the Netherlands. She hopes to pursue her passion in environmental sustainability. Malika will be studying environmental science and food systems at Loyola University in Chicago. She aspires to eventually own a bakery. Danielle will be studying drama and theater arts at the University of Birmingham in the United Kingdom. Karthik plans to attend University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign to study electrical engineering. Christopher will be studying music production at Columbia College in Chicago. He aspires to become a music producer. Soichiro plans to study chemical engineering at University of California, San Diego. He hopes to start a company to produce orthopedic implants. Anushka will be going to Hotel School The Hague in Amsterdam campus to pursue hospitality management course. Paul plans to major in computer science from University of Virginia in the United States. Vivian will be studying liberal arts and science at University College Utrecht in Netherlands. She plans to pursue a career in art and psychology. Sota will be attending Waseda University in Japan. He will be studying life science and medical bioscience. He aims to cure genetic disorders and disabilities. Laura will be going to Seattle University in the United States. She hopes to pursue a career in which she can help people and environment. Peter plans to study law at the University of Melbourne in Australia. Bambi will be studying liberal arts at Purdue University in the United States. Max will be studying medicine at the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. He plans on pursuing a career in the field of medicine. Abiha will be studying international business at a university to be decided. She aims to start up her own business in the future. Sunshine will be studying chemical engineering at UC Berkeley in the United States. His goal is to devise optimized infrastructure for VOC extraction, organochemical separation, and non-petroleum emulsion transport through torsion pipes, which can be safely installed in chemical plants. Danny will be pursuing theater at York University in Toronto, Canada. She hopes to direct stage productions and shows. Palm will be studying finance and economics at University of Toronto in Canada. He plans on becoming the Minister of Finance. Now we have the musical performance for you.
That was wonderful. Okay, thanks. I'd just like to re-invite someone back up onto the stage. So Simon, He plans to study cognitive science, machine learning, and neurocomputation at the University of California, San Diego, and he still wants to be the next Paul Cooper. Well done, Simon. Thank you.
Poor will go on to study aerospace engineering at the University of California, Irvine in the United States. Ryan will be studying physiotherapy at Amsterdam University of Applied Sciences in the Netherlands, and he hopes to one day own his own clinic to help people in need. Vanessa is currently in the Netherlands, where she will attend the University of Groningen to study physics. She then hopes to pursue the field of astrophysics and particle physics to work in innovative international research projects. Mauricio will be going to OCAD, the Ontario College of Art and Design University in Canada, for integrated media, and hopes to build his own visual effects and CGI studio from the ground up. Jasmine is planning to attend Hotel School The Hague at its Amsterdam campus in the Netherlands to study hospitality management, and then hopes to one day own a conglomerate with her sister Juliette. Alan will be studying international business at Florida Atlantic University in the United States, and he hopes to one day be the host of The Tonight Show. Kaede is currently in Japan and will be attending University College London in the UK to study psychology. She hopes to further understand and investigate enigmatic human behaviors for supporting mentally challenged people. Caillou is planning to attend the University of Colorado Boulder in the United States to study pre-health in the hopes of becoming the next Sanjay Gupta. Masa is planning to attend McGill University in Canada to study electrical engineering, and then hopes to go astronomical and become the next Elon Musk. Hannah is planning to attend Emory University in the United States, majoring in biology, and hopes to study on the pre-med track to explore her passion for human physiology. Mohammed will study economics at Pennsylvania State University in the United States, hoping to better understand the link between economics and politics. AJ is planning to attend the University of Toronto in Canada to study commerce with a specialization in finance and economics, and ultimately hopes to be happy while making others happy too. Michelle is going to the UK to study psychology at King's College London and hopes to fully explore the discipline, especially forensic psychology, to see where it may take her. Jose is planning to attend the University of Sydney in Australia to study marine biology and wildlife conservation, and then hopes to become a marine biologist to share his passion for the preservation and exploration of the ocean's wildlife. Serena is planning to attend the University of Melbourne in Australia to study commerce and hopes to continue sharing her passion for creativity and the arts. Ariane is planning to attend the University of Washington in the United States to study psychology and hopes to receive a Bachelor of Science degree along with a minor in marketing to share his passion for consumer psychology. Kyla will be studying policy management at Keio University in Japan and wishes to pursue her love for marine conservation and environmental sustainability in the future, whilst also continuing to pursue music and singing. I now call Mr. Ron DeVries to the stage.
Good late afternoon. Jenny is currently in Korea. She plans to study applied psychology at New York University and then pursue her passion for psychotherapy in graduate school. Jum plans to pursue business administration and economics at the University of Wisconsin-Madison in the United States. Kyra plans to pursue a Bachelor of Business Administration at Northeastern University. Raf plans to pursue a Bachelor of Advanced Computing honors at the University of Sydney and then pursue a career in cybersecurity. Hiro plans to take a gap year before pursuing university studies in pharmaceutical science the following year. Tun plans to study law at University College London and then work in London to gain some work experience. Jade plans to study political economy at Georgetown University. Lauren plans to take a gap year in the United Kingdom and then study film and English at university. Brian plans to study liberal arts at the International Christian University in Japan. Dhruv plans to study business and computer science at Emory University in the United States, and then hopes to make a positive impact on the community through entrepreneurship. Ian plans to study illustration at University of the Arts, London. Anna plans to explore game art at the Ringling College of Art and Design. Anya plans to explore the humanities at the University of Toronto. Amane plans to study engineering and architectural design at University College, London. Yuki plans to explore the liberal arts at Sophia University in Japan. Gift plans to study architectural design at Chulalongkorn University in Thailand. Knott plans to study applied biology at the University of British Columbia. Yayi plans to pursue medicine at the HRH Princess Chulaborn College of Medical Science with additional research at University College London.
Heartache, heartbreak, all
walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet, sat by the river and it made me complete.
Oh, simple thing, where have you gone?
I'm getting old and I need something to rely on.
So tell me when you're gonna let me in.
I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches of it looking at me. Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of?
Oh, simple thing, where have you gone?
I'm getting old and I need something to rely on.
So tell me when you're gonna let me in.
I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin.
And if you have a minute,
Why don't we go
talk about it?
somewhere only we know?
This could be the end of
Everything. So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know.
Oh, simple thing, where have you gone?
I'm getting old and I need something to rely on.
So tell me when you're gonna let me in.
I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin.
And if you have a minute,
Why don't we go
talk about it?
somewhere only we know?
This could be the end of
Everything. So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know. Somewhere only we know.
Apparently this is the lowest the podium goes, so obviously for next year I'll need to get a box so I can actually stand on it. Members of the NIST Executive Board, parents, siblings, extended family members and friends of the class of 2020, teachers and colleagues from NIST, and last but certainly not least, the graduating class of 2020. I stand before you today as a very proud Deputy Head of Secondary School, a very proud Diploma Coordinator, a very proud Year 13 Team Leader, and finally, an extremely proud Dad. I'm going to try and keep my message succinct and relevant, rather than short and sweet. My message today will have a sporting theme, as this has been one of the most difficult aspects of campus closure and the world lockdown for me personally. So here is a clip to introduce my message.
Now then, is Petke, the referee, looks at his watch. Any second now, it will all be over. 30 seconds by. Watts and the Germans are going down and they can hardly get up. It's all over, I think. No, it's... And here comes Hurst. He's got some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now. It's 4. And Charles Wilson. And the players bring themselves.
Well, at least Mr. Pickering and I will recognise that that's the commentary in action from the first time that England won the Football World Cup. Others will also recognise that is the only time that England have won the Football World Cup. So what is the link to today? They think it's all over. It is now. Today is a bittersweet moment for every graduate as it marks the transition from being a NIST student to being a NIST alumnus. Whether you've been here for 15 years, like 6 of you, or 2 years, like 6 of you, or however long you've been at NIST, today is a landmark, an occasion, the start of a journey beyond NIST, and all the excitement, the adventures and experiences you will have. We know this has been an extremely difficult and challenging end to Year 13 for all of you, but we also know that at some point the restrictions and turmoil will end and the world will return to some degree of normality. Today is a perfect example of that, although the masks are still a little bit scary. One of the few things that's made me so proud is the ability of class of 2020 to persevere and show grit and determination, as well as supporting each other through this difficult time. Both resilience and camaraderie are essential traits and attributes that we need to develop together with empathy for other people's challenges, not only during these extraordinary times, but also during events and challenges you may face in the future. When I trained to be a teacher some 30 years ago, in fact it's 32 years ago, I couldn't do the maths, the advice I was given was that modelling and vulnerability were key skills in developing relationships and rapport with the students you work with as a teacher. 2 years ago, I was looking through the personal project ideas of the class of 2020, and I spotted an intriguing topic to me: learning to play trick shots in pool. Now, as someone who's played a bit of pool in my time, this was too good an opportunity to miss. So I quickly signed up to support Arian with his project. He made a video to support his project and added a bit at the end, unknown to me. Here is the video.
Too much again. Yes, fine. Slightly too much angle on it. Play a bank shot back towards me. Again, just slightly too much angle.
Yeah. Here we go. Straight in. There we go.
As most of you will be aware, I'm someone who doesn't like making mistakes or getting things wrong. In fact, I believe it's called being Coopered. So I thought today, at the end of our time together, it would be fitting for me to be vulnerable and share with you that we all make mistakes. And from them, we learn the importance of perseverance and determination. A couple of tips from the video. If you don't succeed at first, then try and try again. Resilience and grit. And secondly, when playing pool and being filmed, tuck your shirt in properly. Resilience is an attribute that will stand you in good stead in your journey beyond NIST. The journey through year 12 and 13, and in particular the last 3 months, have tested the resilience and perseverance again and again. The second attribute I mentioned earlier was the camaraderie that the current crisis has also allowed you to foster through supporting your friends and peers. We've seen examples of that in the musical performances and videos, and you'll see it again in the final group performance of the Graduation 2020 song towards the end of the ceremony. I started writing this speech last August when Mr. Angelo mentioned he would like me to play a role in graduation beyond announcing the graduate names and plans for after NIST. I quickly identified my key themes of teamwork, support, friendship and empathy long before COVID-19 became the only topic that people now talk about. I wanted to emphasise that although today marks a significant milestone in your journey and development, there is one thing that no one can ever take away from you. Once a NISTie, always a NISTie. So I know that a key part of any quality speech, as told to me by my son earlier, is to include quotations or poetry with a powerful message linked to it. So my quote is slightly different. as it's associated with a particular football team for which I have no affinity whatsoever. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your hearts, and you'll never walk alone. So my key takeaway for you today, as highlighted in these lyrics, is you will never walk alone. Once you've been a NISTie, you're always a member of the NIST family, and you're always welcome back to the place that has helped nurture you through your academic career. Please enjoy the rest of the celebration today, and I look forward to seeing you again in August or over the next 12 months to find out your story beyond NIST. Now, I did write that bit before I knew we were going to be here, but I thought I'd keep it in. On behalf of your teachers, I hope that you've learnt lessons at NIST that will stand you in good stead for the next part of life's journey, and that you've enjoyed learning together. Thank you.
Your little hand wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite nightlight. To you, everything's funny. You got nothing to regret. I give all I have, honey, if it could stay like that. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, stay this simple. Won't let nobody hurt you, won't let no one break your heart, even though you want to. Just try to never grow up. Never grow up. You're in the car on your way to the movies, and you're mortified your mom's dropping you off. 14, there's just so much you can't do, and you can't wait to move out someday and call your own shots. Don't make her drop you off around the block. Remember that she's getting older too, and don't lose the way that you dance around in your PJs getting ready for school. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up, stay this simple. No one's ever burned you, nothing's ever left you scarred, even though you want to. Just try to never grow up. Take pictures in your mind of your childhood room. Memorize what it sounded like when your dad gets home. Remember the footsteps, remember the words said, and all your little brother's favorite songs. I just realized everything I have is someday gonna be gone. Here I am in a new apartment in a big city, they just dropped me off. So much colder than I thought it would be, so I tucked myself in and turned my nightlight on. Wish I'd never grown up, never grow up. Please try
just picking up from that theme of that song, I try to live up to its generalized spirit, but I think my wife, my wonderful wife, would prefer that my prefrontal cortex would align with my numerical age, so I think she would like me to actually grow up a little bit quicker than I have thus far. I have the honour in recognising through the granting of awards on behalf of NIST and Year 13 two particular individuals, while Mr. Cooper will recognise a third one. The first of the two awards is the IB Student of the Year Award, which is bestowed on a student who has excelled in the holistic pursuance of an all-round education with a particular focus on academics, service and school community. The individual who is about to receive this award is certainly most deserving. The other equally meritorious and prestigious award is a valedictorian award for outstanding DP academic achievement. As I have indicated previously, awards are an affirmation of the belief NIST holds dear. And although only 3 students are recognised today, these 3 students are representative of this amazing year group as a whole. Could I please ask Kun Prab, Chair of the Executive School Board, to come to the stage to present the awards. I have had the opportunity of working with this positive student on numerous occasions, and each time she has demonstrated qualities that were indicative of what the IB and NIST aspires for all students. That she was recognised for this award amongst the host of so many other noteworthy students in Year 13 speaks volumes about her commitment and achievements. On behalf of all Year 13 and for her own outstanding contributions, I call on Aditi to come and receive the IB Student of the Year Award. Congratulations, Aditi. The next award recipient is most deserving of the highest academic commendation by realising his undoubted capabilities with the requisite effort, commitment and humility. I would now like to announce the Valedictorian Award for Outstanding DP Academic Achievement for 2020 goes to Schwinn. Thank you, Kunpal.
I wanna leave my footprints on the sand of time. Know there was something that I left behind. When I leave this world, I leave no regrets. Leave something to remember so they won't forget. I was here, I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, have done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I'm gonna leave my mark so everyone will know I was here. I wanna say I live each day until I die, and know that I meant something in somebody's life when I lived my mark so everyone will know I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, have done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I wanna live my life so everyone will know I was here. I just want them to know that I gave my all, did my best, brought someone some happiness, left this world a little better just because I was I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I did, have done everything that I wanted, and it was more than I thought it would be. I wanna live my life so everyone will know I was here. I did, have done, I was here. I lived, I loved, I was here. I was here. I was here.
On the 16th of February 2011, a well-loved NIST alumnus from the year graduating class of 2008, Ardash Mukherjee, tragically passed away at the age of 21 following an accident. Ardash demonstrated the traits and attitudes of what an IB student should be. He had enthusiasm to learn and a zest for life and experiencing all aspects of it. Many of Ardash's achievements and successes were a result of his time at NIST. This is where he learned the importance of learning, communicating, and enjoying all that life had to offer. He shared a unique perspective, one that attached him to everyone he met in bonds that were unbreakable. He believed in following his dreams, the ones he chose, as well as the ones presented to him. Ardash was no stranger to disappointment, but he had the strength to convert any experience into a positive, fun-filled adventure. He understood people. He knew how to bring out the best in those around him. To honour Ardash, his family in turn wishes to honour one of our senior students each year who shares these special characteristics by awarding the Ardash Mukherjee Award for the most spirited student. This student is selected from the nominations from both staff and students and is a well-rounded member of the community, someone who's not just excelled in one area, but rather a student who has impacted the lives of those around them. A person who makes every moment count. A positive person who brings out the good in others. Someone who understands the importance of learning. And finally, someone with a zest for life who enjoys all that life has to offer. Prab, could I invite you up onto stage? The recipient of the Ardash Mukherjee Award for the class of 2020 is AJ.
Good afternoon, families, friends, teachers, distinguished guests, members of the board, and, of course, the class of 2020. This kind of sucks. It sucks that we aren't able to receive the traditional senior experience we imagined. It sucks that we can't have our parents and teachers here today. There is no way to downplay what we're missing out on. But luckily, today is more about celebrating our journey, our successes, failures, and moments of procrastination than it is about losing our brain cells in Katsamui. We all started our journey separately, but one way or another, we found our way to NIST. It took time, but we started to grow. We clicked with our friend groups. We started to understand who we are. And most importantly, we embraced each other's quirks. From Tamami's weird laughs to Callum's extremely straight walk to Adam's 80 gigabyte homework folder, we began to appreciate each other for who we are. When we look back at our time at NIST, only then will we fully realize just how special every moment was. From every time we gathered in front of the secondary building after school to hear Sunshine scream in his Texas accent, to all the hours we spent in TCDC socializing instead of actually studying. When Simon brought in a Japanese to English dictionary in a math exam just to make Mr. Cooper mad, we made memories. When we sang on the top of our lungs in the bus rides to Action Week or sport games, we made memories. For every time we walked across the street to the chicken lady or begged our teachers to boost our grades, we made memories. And yes, of course, we made history too. The first IB class to spend the month of May watching Tiger King and Too Hot to Handle instead of struggling our way through exams. We also went above and beyond to demonstrate the IB learner profile. Some of us were real risk takers by climbing into school and running away from security guards just to play basketball. Others took caring to a new extreme, helping each other in a math assessment just to realize it really wasn't worth it. We were also very principled. We never used SparkNotes instead of reading our books. We never made up data in lab reports, and we never memorized answers to past paper questions. Sorry, Senor Sergio. And that brings us to who we are today. We transitioned from gray to navy blue to white, and along the way, we made it our mission to never wear NIST sweatshirts just to make Mr. Cooper angry. And finally, here we are today in our royal blue gowns. For the first time, it's our choice to choose what to wear next. A lab coat, business suit, and honestly, I don't really know what people wear, but wear whatever you desire. Look, while I am genuinely honored to receive this award, I don't think there's been any other graduating class that has had so much spirit and resilience amid so much uncertainty. And for that, we should all be rewarded. Adarsh Mukherjee demonstrated what it meant to have a zest for life, to be positive in the most difficult of times, and to be grateful for what the world has to offer. Although we had it rough, we had that spirit. Slowly but surely, we learned to dance in the rain instead of waiting for the storm to pass. Rani started showing off his horrible ukulele skills in our virtual assembly. Kaide Hasagawa entertained us with her never-ending list of questions. We even maneuvered around a pandemic just to see each other. Either way, we would never be here if it wasn't for the people who have allowed us to flourish as the flowers we are today. Yes, our parents and family planted the seeds, but they never left our side. I'm sure we've all had our fights and differences, but they persistently shined as our rays of positivity. They reminded us that brighter days are to come. They dealt with our mood swings throughout puberty and all the times we begged them to buy a new phone or extend our curfews. Our families made sacrifices and worked their hardest to give us the best education and support imaginable. And for that, we should be eternally grateful. Now for our water. Our teachers, support staff, counselors, coaches, advisors, the people who gave us the strengths and nutrients to grow. Our teachers don't just teach, they inspire. They believe in every one of us for who we are. They told us where to look, but never what to see. And despite how many times Jenny Bay burped or Gift devoured her bananas, when times were rough, we knew they were our friends too. So teachers, counselors, and staff, thank you for guiding us from your hearts and not just books. Thank you for giving it your all to allow us to flourish. And of course, how can we forget about our soil? The thing we all thought was a bit muddy and tried to avoid, but soon realized that we couldn't grow without it. Of course, for us, Mr. Cooper is the soil. We couldn't have done it without his love, support, and care that he hid perfectly behind the loudness of his screams and the redness of his face. To show you what I mean, I would like to quote one of his favorite students, Kartik, who stated, and I quote, "Mr. Cooper was like the pigeon that stands on my toilet window that flaps its wings hard enough to scare me out." Now, as I reach the end of my speech, I know I'm obviously not the wisest person in the room, but with a few Google searches and somewhat cringy metaphors, here are a few things I think we should never lose sight of. 1, listen to the people around you, but always, always follow your heart. Do what makes you tick, and as Dr. Seuss says, be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. 2, remember, life is like a burrito. 1 second and it can all be flipped upside down. There's no point trying to predict when it'll flip, so be grateful for every moment we have. Appreciate the good, the bad, and the ugly. Things turn out best for people who make the best out of the way things turn out. 3, take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go, but don't ever forget to enjoy the journey. Sure, money, grades, and jobs are nice, but the happiness we share and the memories we make are priceless. So make up your own rules. Work hard, be ambitious, do what you love with the people you love. But every once in a while, don't forget to just be stupid. Be a gumdrop. So, with all of that being said, here's to the unbreakable bonds we have made. Here's to the long bathroom breaks and last-minute assignments. Here's to the late nights we thought would never end. Here's to the memories we made that will last a lifetime. And finally, like Katy Perry always says, baby, you're a firework. Come on, let's show them what you're worth. Thank you.
Once upon a young year, when all our shadows disappeared, the animals inside came out to play. Learned our lessons through the years, made memories we would never fade.
One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms, I heard him say,
when you get older, you want love with younger days. Then you'll be the friend you're afraid.
he said, one day you leave this world behind.
So live a life you will remember.
The clouds are pouring down, light fire they can't put out. Carve your name into those shining stars.
He said, go rent your body on the shores. Don't forsake this love of yours that guides you home no matter where you are.
And my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. When I was just a kid, I heard him say,
When you get older, your world heart will live for younger days. Think of me as if you're afraid.
he said, one day you'll leave this world behind. So live a life you will remember.
My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me.
I had a little slight panic attack as it was my turn again, but I needn't do that, should I? Has anyone actually looked at the program? Brilliant. You now realise we have a 45-minute speech coming up from Mr. Angelo to get us to the 6 o'clock mark. So lay back, enjoy the experience, and I got lots of quotes for you. No, I'm only joking. I have no quotes, and it's only going to be 5 minutes. Okay, so we're going to get, so there are some benefits to having this kind of actual ceremony after all. We don't have to go all the way to 6 o'clock. I do want to, if anyone's seeing this, all of those scenes were filmed before social distancing was in place. I'd like to reiterate that. They were all filmed before social distancing was in place, I hope. Okay, well, we've finally reached the end of our designated milestone, the end of the IB and your NIST journey. Yet I'm hopeful that this later phrase is incorrect. I would like to think that your NIST journey is really about to begin. What you will take away from NIST and will hopefully guide you in the pathways as you move forward and bring you belief and solace as you look to make your mark on your passions, however profound or impactful. As a LIST alumni, you carry the richness of an educational experience that should feel much inquisitiveness. Okay, this is not going to work. Thank you. Much inquisitiveness, ambition, and desire for engagement. But before that occurs, I have one simple set of requests for all of you. Remember to call your parents while you're at college, especially the boys. Eat and drink sensibly and healthily at least once a week. Wash your dirty clothes rather than buying more dirty clothes baskets. Try and see the beauty of the sun prior to midday on a weekend at least once a month, and ignore all previous advice about not fearing failure. Fear it and study hard so that you finish your courses on time to minimize the damage on your parents' bank accounts. In summation, continue to be good people. Flourish in whatever you seek and keep seeking to positively impact others. Before we get to the final phase, I would, however, ask you to look backwards for a moment. What I need you to be aware of is events like these can only happen because we have the people down the back who support every aspect of what we do. So could we please put our hands together for all our support staff? And now, the moment we have been eagerly awaiting for. Seniors, please stand. To signify your passage from senior to graduate and the commencement of a new stage in your educational journey, I will ask you now to move your mortarboard tassel from the right to the left. Dear NIST community, I present to you the class of 2020. We'll have to practice that one a little bit more. Okay, congratulations everyone, and well done.